Eventually it was just like I got to his house, he would go lay down in his bed, and what he would do is he would punch the wall behind him, just boom, 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 and I'd be out there playing video games. And the first time it happened, I went back there and I was like, hey, like, what's going on? Are you all right? And when I went back there, he pulled me into the bed with him and he began to molest me. From that point forward, that's what he would do. He would just lay in the bed and he'd punch the wall. And when he did, it was like ringing the dinner bell for him. It's like calling for room service, basically. And I would sit out there, and when he would hit the freaking wall, like, I'd be playing video games and my stomach would just sink. This is what I mean when I'm like feeding the beast, I guess. I know that if I go back there, I'll be done in 30 minutes or an hour. If I don't, I have to deal with the emotional like pressure and guilt and shame and whatever feeling, like the psychological torment for the next however long I decide to resist it, whether it's 30 minutes, an hour, 2 hours. Sometimes I'd act like I just wouldn't give him the attention, and he would just punch the wall. Boom, over and over again. Or I would hear him like take these deep sighing breaths, and because he was just 15 feet from me. Yeah. He's just behind this curtain,
So first of all, I just want to start off by saying thank you to that gentleman for sharing your story, because these things don't come forward as often as they should. That's a part of the reason why me and like-minded people do what we do, because we want these stories to come forward, sooner than when you're like a 30 or 25-year-old or whatever. Everybody deserves to feel safe at home, or safe wherever they are, and nobody deserves to be touched without their consent. And it breaks my fucking heart, man. Breaks my fucking heart. So, to the women out there in my comment sections telling men to off themselves, well, this is why we have an underreporting issues, and you constantly say that it's a man's fault that men don't come forward, but no. You're very freaking delusional if you think that it's only because of men that men aren't coming forward with their traumatic pasts.